funk. Thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I lay in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress and bring me looking like what blessings drop in. And so I got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Woo.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Salute, salute. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome to the podcast. Welcome, welcome. I am Urban. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the show. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up as y'all coming into the lounge, y'all, because we got a exciting show tonight, y'all, that we're going to talk about. Oh, my goodness. Ooh-wee. Man. This show here is going to be triggering as hell to y'all, ladies. I ain't lying. But we're gonna push through it. And y'all going to respect it, all right? I'm just saying. But before we get into it, once again, appreciate y'all tuning in to the stream today on the Saturday. Shoot, my man D Spirit already coming in hot. Drizzle Drizzle. That's what's up. D Spirit, salute. Welcome. Shout out to my moderators as well, too, showing up. She in the building. And now my other moderators is going to pull up. Shout out to them as well, too. Shout out to everybody else who are pulling up as well, too. We got Diamond Diva in the building. What's up? Salute to you. Salute. We also, who else we got? We got El Chipo here. El Chipo coming in here being nosy. Show enough. Yeah. So we got everybody up in the building there, everybody else who are going to watch the replay of this. Appreciate you tuning in. Everybody who going to be catching a live reaction to this, appreciate you tuning in as well too. So we got a hot show tonight, y'all. We do, y'all. I really wanted to do the show tonight because I didn't want to do it. Wait till like Monday to Tuesday to do it because it is trending right now. It is trending on TikTok. It's trending on YouTube. Hell, sure, it probably trending all over the damn world now. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's have this conversation. Ladies, it's time for y'all to understand men's feelings, okay? It's time for y'all to really, really gravitate our feelings, all right? Now, when I'm talking about our feelings, I'm not talking about in a way where it take away our masculinity. No, that ain't what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about my feelings, I'm talking about how the way y'all treat us as men, okay? We're going to talk about that today. Ladies, y'all require so much from us, so much. You require for us to be your provider. You require for us to be your protector. You require for us to build the infrastructures. You require for us to be the best lover that you ever had. You require for us to do all these different things, right? All these different things. Hell, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, ain't next month Mother's Day? Y'all gonna want to require for us to do the extraordinary things for your Mother's Day, right? Right? So y'all have this huge expectation for us to do all these different things, but what do y'all do for us as men? What do y'all do for us as men? What do we get in return out of everything that we provide to y'all? Protection. Love, guidance. Hell, some of us even be y'all one therapist too. Same line.
What?
some of y'all make us be your therapist too. Some of y'all make us be your home girls.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. Some of y'all want us to be masculine and feminine at the same time.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. Sure do. And what do we as men get in return out of all this? What do we get in return? To be honest, a lot of men feel like that we don't get nothing in return. We just have to go along with the punches. We have to go along to get along. We have to go along with the what's that old terminology? Oh, happy wife equals happy life. We have to go along with that. We have to go along with all these different things. While we don't get nothing in return. A matter of fact, ladies, right after Mother's Day, guess what's coming up? Father's Day. What are y'all going to get y'all men for Father's Day? I'm pretty sure that you're going to want to get your man probably a card. God damn. Probably going to buy this dude a tie. God damn. I'm pretty sure you're not going to cook for him. God damn. I'm pretty sure of it. Pretty sure of it. He may get a bologna sandwich, I'm just saying.
What?
Bare minimum. Then y'all may do this too. Y'all may decide to give your body up for that particular day for that dude. God damn. You may do that. But that's all that we get in return. So y'all should be asking yourself this question, Irby, why are you talking about this? Why? It's Saturday, Irby. We don't feel like dealing with this today, Irby. Why are you telling us this today? The reason why I'm telling y'all this today is because there is a new movement that is happening right now. Now, on the last show, right? On the last show that we talked about, right? I talked to y'all about the 4B movement, all right? I told y'all what the 4B movement is about. I told y'all how the way the 4B movement operated and different things like that, all right? And we gave our perspective about the 4B movement. There's another movement that is happening right now as we speak. This movement is called the Soft Guy Era. Drizzle Drizzle. Drizzle Drizzle. So we're going to talk about this on this podcast today. Men out there, they are getting tired of the bare minimum, okay? Just the same as women are tired of men giving them the bare minimum, men are tired of the women out there giving them the bare minimum. So we're going to talk about this today. We're going to talk about the Soft Guy Era. We're going to talk about Drizzle Drizzle. We're going to want to share with you the whole concept behind this. And for some of y'all who already know, Drizzle Drizzle and the Soft Guy Era, it originally started off as a satire joke, but now that mug going into a full-fledged movement for real. It is. And these dudes are not playing. They're not playing at all, period. So if y'all ready for this content tonight, y'all, go ahead and make sure you get that likes up. If you're a content creator, make sure you share me out as well, too. And let's go on and dive into this, y'all. Of course, y'all know I got videos for days, y'all. And we're gonna dive into this on content. All right, let's jump into this, y'all. Let's jump into this. What is the Soft Guy Era movement? What is Drizzle Drizzle? What do all this mean? Let's hear it from the man who started this movement, all right? Let's hear what you guys say.
If you don't know what the Soft Guy Era is, or you just simply hate the Soft Guy Era, this video is for you. Shout out to my fellow Mark Pollard, for dropping a slideshow on Instagram explaining what this is. So if you didn't know, me and my brother Goody started the Soft Guy Era a few weeks ago, and it's going viral. We have been wreaking havoc on the internet, and so have the rest of y'all. We love the support. Keep dropping y'all videos. Let's keep making them mad. So now we're going into detail on what this is. The idea. Men in their Soft Guy Era want to find high-value women who can take care of them in ridiculous ways. Yes, we do. They want us to have money. I want my woman to have money as well. It's only right. Drizzle Drizzle. The Soft Guy Era is a response to the Soft Girl Era of 2023. It mocks videos in which women demand ridiculous things from men. It twists a mnemonic device from YouTuber Letitia Puday, aka the Sprinkle Lady. It's a supervision of alpha male content.
Now, according to what this dude is saying, he's saying that the Soft Guy Era is a response to the Soft Girl Era. Now, y'all remember back in 2023, it was a content creator. But what the hell her name is? Damn, I forgot her name just that fast. But her YouTuber name is Letitia Purdue, but she was going on telling all these women, sprinkle. All right? And so pretty much her content was this. She was telling women that the best way for you to want to get with a man is to pretty much use them. She was the one who was setting up these extremely high expectations for women to do the men. Y'all remember on this show, I was sharing with y'all different people who have any different dating experience, right? Where they met these women and they want the dudes to pay for their meal. They got upset because dudes took them out to like low-end restaurants such as Applebee's or the Cheesecake Factory, different things like that. They was upset because the dudes wouldn't cash out them, just the one jump into their DMs, all the different things. I talked about that in the past. That's where the soft girl era came from. So the soft guy era is a response to the soft girl era. All right. So pretty much it started off once again as a satire, as a joke, to pretty much counter all the different unrealistic expectations that these modern day women was talking about towards the men. So now it's the men who sitting up here giving all these unrealistic expectations to the women. That's to show how ridiculous their demands are. But of course, whenever you start something, it always be a pushback. Hence, that's when it ended up becoming an era or a movement. But let's continue.
And then here's the kicker, and this is what they don't like. The 4 points. Women say they want equality, but then some demand the most unequal situations from men. And this includes men paying all the bills, but the woman is making money as well, but she doesn't want to come out of pocket because she's a woman, right? Doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound equal to me. Now we're going to go down to insight. If men acted like this, they'd be laughed out the room. See, now when women are hearing these things, they're like, oh, this is ridiculous. No way. You want a mom. You want a parent. You want a man. No, we just want what you guys want from us in return. Now on to the advantage. Men believe they bring a lot to the table, so maybe they are now the table. See, a lot of men don't realize they are the table. If a man is paying all the bills, sir, you are the table. You're providing for a woman and your children. You are the table. But a lot of men don't realize who they are. So they really don't know they've been manipulated into living old-fashioned ways. That shit is over and it's dead. These women get money now. It's time to spend that money now and contribute and work as a team. Eve was made to be a helpmate to Adam. Let's not play. Now the strategy. Show how outrageous it is when men demand to be provided for in the same equality. We all know being a provider in 2024 is a scam, so we don't care. So we're not doing that anymore. We know that's old-fashioned. These women got money. These women are working, so they need to contribute. We want a helpmate.
So the overall argument is this. Since women are now considered as equal to the man, they should have equal opportunities, correct? They should have equal opportunities for us being in the workforce, for us being able to vote, for us being able to be in competitive positions, right? So also the argument is that if they are considered as being equal, then they should be able to do equal share of being in a relationship, meaning that it should no longer exist that the man is the sole breadwinner. Okay, it should no longer exist that not only the man is not only the sole breadwinner, but it should not only exist that the woman should allow the man to pay all the bills, which is, the house bills, whatever. He shouldn't even have to do that no more. But instead of him doing that, it should be equal. As equal amount of bills that the man is paying, she should pay equal amount or even greater. That's the argument. Or the argument could be that if the woman is earning more than the man, since she's earning more than the man, right? That woman should pay all the bills, right? Because this is the same argument that the soft girl movement was saying. They're saying that since the men are paying more, earn more than the woman, then it should be the man who pay all the bills, right? So that's what they're saying about this movie. They're saying that, hey, if y'all are saying that we got to pay all the bills because we're the high earner, and now you do to spend our money and you can pick and choose when you want to spend your money in relationship, hell, you're equal to us now. It should be the same way. You should have the same treatment as us, right? Drizzle Drizzle. Also included in this thing that they're talking about, right? The same concept dealing with a man who's been chivalrous, okay? Now, it's the expectation of the woman for the man to open up the door for the woman, right? Because it shows that he's a gentleman, correct? But according to that movement now, according to being equal, it should be as equal share. Meaning that if a man is required to open up a door for a woman to show that he cares about her, why the woman can't open up the door for the man to show that she cares about him? Right? It makes sense, right? That show that it's equal, right? If a man is walking and he's walking on the block and he's holding his hand with his woman, right? And you know the old thing, you walking on the block and you hold your hand with your woman, but you walking further from the street so you can protect her so she won't get splashed on or she won't get hit by a car. They're saying, okay, fine. But it should be equal, right? It should be as many times as that man doing that for her, it should be the same thing with her. She should be walking on the side of the street as well too, to protect that man. Same way how the man protecting the household. If you're required for that man to get up in the middle of the night to investigate a noise or a potential break-in, that woman should do the same as that thing. It should be equal, right? It should be a time where she get up and investigate the noise and protect the household, right? Drizzle drizzle, right? Same thing how a man plan dates. A man would take out his time, effort, and resources to plan a date and take the woman out on the date. He'll pick her up. He'll do all these different things. He'll pay for her meal and, everything, right? So since we're equal, right, the woman should do the same as that thing. The woman should get in her car, pick the dude up, take him out on the date, pay for the meal. Correct? So this is what this movement is talking about. So what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think? Do y'all agree with this? Do you disagree with this movement or what? Or what? I know many of y'all ladies, y'all say, hell no. But I want y'all to consider this. I want y'all to still consider this. If the man is entitled to do this for y'all, right? What are y'all entitled to do for the man? What are y'all entitled to do to the man? What do for the man? Other than give your body up for sex. It had to be equal across the board, right? Right? But a lot of your sisterhood, right? A lot of the sisterhood of the women out there, they don't agree with that. They only believe that they should only do what the men are calling bare minimum, which is we do this certain thing for you in exchange is for sex or for your body or for your time. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So that's where the argument is at so far, y'all. Let's see where this soft guy era movement transition from being satire, right, to actually being a literal movement, okay? This is where it happened right here. Listen to this.
Fellas, it's war.
The males have started saying drizzle, drizzle, like sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a new generation of men, so are so feminine. Drizzle, drizzle. I thought they was talking about Drake. It doesn't stick as good as sprinkle, sprinkle.
Oh, yes, it do.
Sound like they're actually drooling. Okay. Sound like you drooling.
She said it sounds like we're drooling. Shira can't even talk right. She got to do the Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, she got the little stuff in her mouth or her face or whatever.
He sat up here going in all the dang.
God damn.
But yeah, that's Shira Sarah. She the one who started this sprinkle movement. Okay. And she ended up getting a lot of women a part of this. And a lot of these modern day women, they start demanding this for men. And to be honest with y'all, let me be 100% real with y'all. When I was out there in the dating market, I had met a lot of women who had the same sprinkle soft girl ideology, where they was demanding that I do certain things for them. There was their expectation that I do this. If I didn't do this, then I wasn't considered as a man. If I didn't do this, then I wasn't honored to be up in their presence. Kid you not. But it took for me to find the correct type of woman who didn't have that type of mindset or that type of mentality. But just like I say, there are men out here who are either or have dealt with these type of women that are out there right now. But let's continue.
I think it's Botox. I don't know what it is, but fellas, it is wartime. Drizzle Drizzle versus Sprinkle Sprinkle. We're getting this rolling. The thing is, if you was in my live, I said I was going to start trolling Shira. But it looks like it already has reached her, and the trolling will start tomorrow. This is crazy. You gotta love it, man. It's about that time, fellas. We doing it. We doing it big. Drizzle Drizzle. Yeah, it got a little ring to it. Drizzle Drizzle.
But let's go, y'all. This dude here, he's gonna explain to y'all exactly what Drizzle Drizzle means, okay?
What does the word drizzle drizzle mean? It just basically derives from the word sprinkle sprinkle. Basically, a word women have been using, complaining that men ain't shit, okay? So basically, men have re-engineered it, turned it into drizzle drizzle, basically pointing the gun back at women, and now men in their soft guy era are now complaining that women aren't shit, okay? So basically, a man will say, I make 70 grand a year, and you better make $2 million a year, and you better pay for my hair, you better take care of me, you better pay for my meals. That's basically what drizzle drizzle is, okay?
Now listen to everything that he said. Basically what drizzle drizzle is basically man reversing everything that women was already saying. Y'all remember when the late great Kevin Samuels, he was talking about the high value on men, right? And women got triggered behind it. That came from the soft girl movement, where these women honestly believe that they qualify for a high value man. And the reason why they believe that is because solely on their looks. And also you have certain women out there that's part of the soft girl movement, right? Who had degrees, who had high class jobs and all these different things. And they'll sit up here and say that normal average men, right, who wasn't on that same level, didn't qualify for them. And also these same type of women, they'll want to make an unrealistic expectation, saying that in order for you to date me, you have to at least make $100,000 a year or 6 figures. You have to bare minimum make 6 figures. You have to look a certain way. You have to dress a certain way. You have to act a certain way. If you didn't meet all these type of expectations, then guess what? You don't qualify for me.
So how you would use it in a sentence, for example, would be if a woman was like, hey, let me take you out on a date. And then the guy would be like, yeah, where we going? And then the woman would be like, yeah, let me take you to McDonald's. You get whatever you want. And the guy would be like, oh, hell nah. You better bring a friend to make it clear this is not a date. Bring sprinkle or drizzle drizzle. Okay, that's how you would use it in a sentence. Okay, I again am not on the guy side. I'm not on the girl side. But drizzle drizzle, I am just the dictionary. Okay, so follow if you want to know more Gen Z lingo.
Now, ladies, the next video that I'm going to present to you, this is the ideal standard of what the soft guy era movement is about. This is the expectation of what the modern day men are looking for Okay? So pay close attention to this video. Learn from it. And let's get to it.
This is great. I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate that these dudes kicked off the soft guy era. I support the movement 100%. Just look at this. You see, men like to be pampered too, just like we do. The joy it brings me to see these beautiful women taking care of their men. And I especially love those little kisses in between. So sweet.
Hey, we are looking to be exfoliated, all right? We are looking for y'all to do all these different things to us. Let's continue.
So sweet. Ladies, we have enough beauty products to last us 10 lifetimes. So I'm sure we can spare 1/10 of what we have in order to spoil our men.
Hey, if the ladies are able to go to a beauty salon or go to a spa and get all this special treatment, why not the men too? I'm just saying.
These ladies are pulling out the big guns. Clinique, serums, Biore strips, under eye silicone patches, even the sheet masks. Beautiful. I know a lot of y'all are saying this is a joke, but I actually believe in this kind of pampering. Wash his hair, scrub his beard, shave him, exfoliate him, groom him, run him a bath with Epsom salts and rose petals. And while you're at it, bust out the candles. And when he's done, dry him off. Then oil him up and massage his body. And I love that so many of these women did not neglect the feet. You have to take care of the feet.
Ladies, you got to take care of the feet. The feet is very important, okay? You got to. You got to. I'm just saying.
Soak them, scrape off the dead skin, cut the toenails, and then rub the feet. And don't forget to rub the thighs. You always have to rub a man's thighs. Give it your all, ladies, and show him that he's your man, your king. Show him that he's appreciated. Give him peace of mind and take care of his body.
Hey, when Father Day is coming around, ladies, this is exactly what the men are looking for. We're looking to be ultra pampered, all right?
The soft guy era. I'm here for it. And from what I'm seeing, a number of women are too. You see, this is the way things were meant to be. Not men running around pampering women. I'm sure a lot of women will perceive this as extreme, but it's not. This is the bare minimum. And fellas, you deserve it. If she wanted to, she would. And if she doesn't, then she hates you. Go for the women that actually enjoy taking care of you.
Hey, if she don't do that, fellas, she hates you for real. Fellas, my kings, my brothers, it is time for y'all to know your worth. It's time for y'all to know y'all worth. If y'all ladies ain't doing this for y'all, then got cut her off right there and there. I'm just saying.
And don't accept anything less. Soft guy era up. Drizzle drizzle.
Drizzle drizzle, y'all. Drizzle drizzle. So So real quick, y'all, real quick. Once again, appreciate y'all tuning into the show. Today we're talking about the soft guard, why I keep saying soft guard? We're talking about the soft guy era, where we're letting you know what it means when they say drizzle drizzle, and we're informing the ladies that this is the expectation that men are looking for, ladies. If you say that you support, if you say that you honor your man, if you say that you love your man, especially unconditionally, right? Why not treat him like the king that he deserved to be? Because to be treated right, with respect and honor, and to be pampered right, it should be a two-way street, correct? It shouldn't be just one way. It should be just the man doing that for the woman. It should be the woman doing that for the man as well too, correct? I'm gonna be quite honest with y'all, okay? A lot of that stuff that was shown on the last video that I shared with y'all, a lot of stuff Mrs. Urban do for me. She be helping me get well groomed, massage me down, doing all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But she do it not because I made it a expectation or a requirement to do that. She do it because she honor and love and appreciate her king, which is me. And likewise, in return, I do the same as that thing for her. I do, absolutely I do. But however, there are many men out there who don't get this treatment. There are a lot of men out there who want this to happen, but the women, they have this unrealistic expectation that they feel like that they don't need to do this, or they feel like they just only need to get the bare minimum treatment, which is, hey, I'll now have sex with you and that's it. I'm not finna touch your corns. I'm not gonna rub your feet. I'm not gonna massage your head. I'm not gonna do all this stuff because I ain't your slave. And that's the very first thing that comes into their mind too, is I'm not your slave. I'm not going to submit to you. When you truly care about a person, you truly love a person, right? You wouldn't even be thinking about it, whether it's a submission or not. You'll do it because you want to show your appreciation. Just like y'all believe in love languages and stuff, right? It's no different. You'll want to do the things because you appreciate that person. You'll want to do it. Hell, you'll sit up here and want to invent new things while you're in that relationship with that person. You'll want to do some new things that you never tried before because you love and honor and appreciate that person. And that's how the way it's supposed to be in relationships. But however, it's modern day generation, they don't believe in that at all, y'all. They don't. But let's continue, y'all. Let's get it. And I'm going to address the chat too in a little bit, y'all. I forgot about y'all.
Don't like 50-50. I don't do coffee dates. I don't care how much money I ever make. I still want my man to pay for everything. He should pick me up. He should drop me off. He should buy me Ubers. In exchange, he gets to not embarrass me and breathe my air. I think it's pretty fair. I think we're even Stevens. Otherwise, I don't need a man just to have a man.
Oh no, it doesn't sit right with me. I don't care how much money I make. I still want my man to pay for everything. How about no? See, a lot of women have never come across a man that told them no. They're simply just not used to that. See, it's 2024. You're going to be making money. You're going to be spending that shit. You're not just going to be sitting there spending all my money while you're...
Real quick, let's address this. Ladies in the chat, how do you feel when you ask a man to do something right and he tell you no? How do that make you feel? Do you respect the no? Or do you question it? Do you feel like that you're entitled to whatever it is that you require for him to do, that he must do it? It's the first thing that comes into your mind if he doesn't do what you want him to do, is that you want to do these type of manipulation tactics to where you want to punish this dude. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That dude do something wrong that you don't appreciate, right? First thing you do is what? You withdraw that dude from sex. You would put that dude in the doghouse, right? Sure do. Let's be real about it. You would do all this manipulation tactic because you feel like that you're entitled. Because you feel like since you're a woman and he's a man, whatever you demand from him, he must do it. No questions asked, even if it's unrealistic. Right? Really? But there are women who believe in this. Now, like always, on my podcast, I love to give y'all, or I love to distinguish the difference. Whenever I'm talking about women or men, I always put this disclaimer out there letting y'all know that it is not every woman who think this way, nor it's not every man who think this way, okay? We only talk about a certain type of demographic of women who think this way, who believe in this, who literally do this. Now, if you're that type of woman who don't do this, then we're not talking about you. If you're that type of woman who treats your king with respect and you do everything possible to honor and respect him to the best of your ability, and you treat him how the way you say you truly love him, then salute to you for real. But however, if you're that woman and you're getting triggered by this, then hey, if the shoe fits, wear it. The also old saying that, hey, if it don't apply to you, just let it fly. Right? But let's continue.
Spending on yours, you're going to be spending it. I don't care. See, this is what the soft guy era is about. You women are going to start coming out of pocket. It doesn't make sense. You're a grown woman. You're going to be paying grown woman bills. And see, my problem with this is a lot of women sit here and say, oh, well, if I'm going to be paying bills, I'm going to be paying all my own bills without a man. If I'm going to pay bills, I'm going to pay all of my own without a man instead of going half on them. It doesn't make sense. And this logic shows you that they only look at men as wallets. That's literally all they look at men as, wallets. I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. A lot of you men need to start telling these women no to see if they even really like you for real. I came across some women, bro. They be like, oh, you're the first man that ever told me no. I'm like, what? I'm the first man to ever tell you no.
Hey, I'm that type of man. I'll say no in a heartbeat. If it's something I don't agree with, nope. Sure will. I have no problem with that. But let's also address this on another perspective as well, too. The reason why it's hard for these type of men to not tell a woman no is because you're dealing with these beta male dudes. These beta male type of dudes, they can't handle rejection, period. They can't handle it. So instead of them dealing with rejection, they'll just rather be what we call a yes man. They'll say, yes, dear. Yes, dear. Knowing good and well they don't agree with it, but they'll say, yes, dear. Yes, dear. And guess what these type of women do? They'll sit up here, use and abuse that dude. The next thing you know, they're no longer in a relationship with these women because that dude being a yes man. He being a beta. Instead of standing his ground and saying no. I believe the right type of woman who's truly is a woman, who's truly walking in her purpose, she will respect your no. She'll respect it. She will not challenge your no. Unless your no is something that is toxic, then that's different. If that no is something toxic and it's going to damage the integrity of the relationship and the family, then yeah, she has every right to question that no. But if it's something that is not toxic and it is something simply you just want at that moment and you believe that you're entitled to it, no. The answer is no. It's staying your ground and saying no, because these same women, if that man were to ask her something, guess what? She gonna tell him no.
See, a lot of men can't keep a woman unless they're spending all their money. That's why. Listen, if she's thinking like this, bro, you're not dealing with a woman, bro. You're not. You're dealing with a spoiled little girl, a spoiled brat. A brat, that's all you're dealing with. I don't care how much money I make. My man should still pay everything. I'm actually glad that he mentioned about the spoiled brat. The reason why is because in a way it's a reference to children. Do y'all know me as a father, right? I teach my children about the concept of no. Once again, I teach my children the concept of no, especially my daughters. It be certain things that they ask me for, and I tell them no just because I'm saying no. And not because they're not entitled to it or anything like that. I just tell them because I don't want them to become a spoiled brat
the thing that they entitled to everything. Facts. I just tell them no, doesn't be telling them no. Then there be other times where I'm like, okay, sure. We could do it. But the reason why is because I'm teaching them when they become grown adults, right? When they become grown women, I'm teaching them that there are going to be certain men out there who is not going to put up with you trying to manipulate them. I'm getting them ready for that. So when they get older and that dude tell them hell no, then they're not going to be calling him daddy saying, Daddy, my man told me hell no. I'm like, why he told you no, baby? I wanted Taco Bell. And he said, no, he don't want to go. I mean, if he said no, he meant no. I'm just saying. So I teach them the concept of respecting the no, because you're not entitled to get every little thing that you want just because you think you want it.
Stingy and you're selfish. I don't need a selfish woman in my life. I don't. I'm in my soft guy era.
Oh boy, say he in the soft guy era. But let's go, y'all.
A lot of y'all dudes need to stop trying to play it off and just admit it. Like, a lot of y'all dudes really do want a man. Because I be seeing, like, dudes getting online talk about how they in they soft boy era and they want to be taken care of and they want dates and they want flowers. Like, why as a man do you want somebody to spoil you? Like, as a man, it should make you feel good to provide, to do for your woman. Like,
Bro, she loves me. She obviously loves me, y'all. She's been in my old videos and my comments before. But one thing I realize is women really hate men that know their worth. Like, on some real, I'm not even joking. When we stand on business, women hate that. They truly do. These women don't want real men. These women want men that they can control. They want men that are insecure and will do whatever they say.
Now, keep in mind, sisters, these are y'all sisterhood of women who are doing this. They're the one who have this entitlement mentality. They're the one who sit up here and manipulated these men to the point where they just saying, forget y'all. You're not getting nothing from us until you start treating us with respect.
They just want a man, a little puppy dog. They want a man that they can control. And once they see a man isn't going for that, they run away. They just run away. So yeah.
Oh, and another thing that they do too, not only they run away, another thing that they do is they instantly go to the one shame, the guilt and shame and the need to be right. Meaning that they'll find any other thing to try to shame that dude. They'll say negative trigger things such as, you're not a man. They'll even resort to emasculating that man, knowing good well that this dude is a heterosexual man. They'll sit up here and say trigger things talking about, you must be gay. All because this dude do not want to do what she want him to do. Let's continue.
Yeah, we want women that'll show love back and that will give back, that'll reciprocate our energy. We're not going to sit here and get used. This is not the old days. It's either step up or get left. We are in our soft guy era. We're not going for this no more. Y'all better step it up because we're not playing. She said as a man, it should feel good to provide for a woman. No, it does not feel good being used. It does not. It doesn't feel good paying all the bills yourself, handling everything yourself. It does not feel good.
Now, let me clarify this point as well too. Now, for us a man, well, for us me being a husband and being a father for my family, me personally, it feels great to be in that position to do these things for my family. Absolutely it does. But the point that he's making is that it's the whole entitlement of it. It's the whole point that a woman think that this is what he's required to do. Which in reality, he's not required to do that. At any given time, that man could say, F it, I ain't doing none of this. So he could just leave and be on his own at any given time. Same thing with the woman. A woman could just say, forget it. I no longer want to be married. I no longer want to be married. So we're going to get a divorce and I'm going to move on and I'm going to have my hot girl summer. Kid, You not. So likewise, that dude have the same type of entitlement. If that's where y'all want to go. See, it's the whole manipulation of it. It's the whole entitlement of it that you trying to make this dude do something that he's choosing to do. That's the whole point of it. But let's continue.
Actually leaves a lot of men stressed out and unappreciated. But you want to know what actually feels good? A woman that respects you and reciprocates energy. That's what feels good.
Yeah, facts. I agree with him on that. I agree. Once again, salute to everybody who's tuning into the stream. Make sure that those of y'all who come in, you hit that thumbs up because it do help this channel out a whole lot. If you're a content creator, make sure you share me out as well too. We are talking about right now the soft guy era. The modern day men of this generation, they're saying enough is enough. We're tired of the bull crap from these modern day women, and we now demand the same type of unrealistic expectation of these modern day women. So we're talking about this. We are investigating what the soft guy era entails. What do we mean? We're investigating the different perspectives about the soft guy era as well too. So salute to y'all joining in. Matter of fact, let me shout out some people too. More love. I see you in the building. Salute, welcome. Appreciate you. Kenya as well. I see you in the building as well too. Salute, welcome. Got Mike in the building. What's up with it? Welcome. Mike in the building. What's up with it? Appreciate you tuning in as always, homie. Who else we got? Oh, we got T in the building. What's up with it, T? Salute. Welcome. We got one of the hottest moderators in the building, y'all. This is the boss lady Constance. She in the building as well too. What's up with it? Welcome. Appreciate you like I always pulling up as always doing my moderation. I thank y'all. And all the rest of my moderators showing up, my part-time, full-time moderator. Appreciate you as well. You know I appreciate you showing up. But salute to everybody else. So if I miss you, I apologize. And everybody else who are watching in the bushes, everybody else who are going to catch the replay as well too. So let's go ahead and jump deeper into this side because we got a lot of videos we're going to review today, and I want to give y'all different perspectives about this soft guy era. I want to give y'all the perspective of what the men talk about. I want to give you a perspective of what the women talk about as well too. So let's continue, y'all.
Whoever fought for women to get jobs, why?
What?
Oh man, she crying like ain't nothing.
What?
Go ahead, continue, sweetheart. Let's start over.
Whoever fought for women to get jobs, why?
The person who thought of women to get jobs is your sisterhood. It was your sister back in the day who decided to start up the first, second, third, and fourth wave of the feminist movement. Your sisterhood no longer wanted to be treated as property to the patriarchal system of this country. So they decided to clap back and fight against it. So that is the reason why you're working now, because other than that, you wouldn't have to work.
Why did we do that? I am so tired. I want to just put my feet up. Like, I am, oh my God.
No. Is that complaining I hear? You guys fought for these rights. You wanted to get this money. You wanted to get in the field. So get to it. See, for generations, we've let you women get away with this long enough. We're tired of it. We've been doing it for the longest. So no, Woman up. You cannot put those feet up and relax, baby girl. You got to get to work. We are in our soft guy era now. We realize you women can work now. We don't want a broke woman anymore. We don't want to pay 100% of everything. If we're going to do that, we would rather be alone. Just be ready to pay for some shit. Because we're not playing. Drizzle Drizzle.
Drizzle Drizzle on them boys. Hey, I mean, as satire as it is, he telling us the truth there. Hey, the women of this country, y'all fought for this. Y'all fought to be have equality. Y'all fought to be as equal as men. Y'all fought to have the same type of rights and privileges as men, for us being part of the workforce, for us you voting and all these different other things as well too. Y'all fought for this. Y'all did. And so now you're gonna have to deal with it, just like how we have to deal with it. There also another thing about this, right, is that these type of women, they'll tell us this all the time. Man up. We can't sit up there and cry because we got to go to work, even though we don't be wanting to work, even though we don't want to work 40 hours a week, dealing with bull crap 40 hours a week. Many of us, we working overtime and stuff too, just to provide for our household. Guess what? Y'all gonna tell us to man up. The moment when we start crying, guess what? We instantly gonna be emasculated. Y'all gonna say, oh, you acting weak, right? So now, none of that crying, none of that sob story. Woman up, get to work and help us out. It is what it is.
Who's going to tell the 4G pill bros that drizzle drizzle doesn't make sense unless you're literally being drizzled on? Because sprinkle sprinkle is a verb. If you're going to steal from us, you're stealing everything, babe, okay? To be sprinkled upon is to be gifted. So you are being drizzled upon?
See, it doesn't make sense to you because it's...
hold on, y'all. Hold on. Before he get to his point, right? Hold up. She's sitting up here trying to make a distinction between sprinkle, sprinkle, and drizzle, drizzle, all right? So let's do that. Here's the difference between the two. When you're sprinkler, right, all it does is just a little bit, a bare minimum. But when it drizzles, drizzle is way more than a sprinkle. When you get sprinkle on, it's almost darn near impossible for you to be saturated. But however, when you be drizzled upon, you most definitely could be saturated. You could get wet from drizzle, but you can't get fully wet from sprinkling. And that's the whole point that they're making about drizzle drizzle. So in other words, these men are saying, since y'all saying sprinkle, sprinkle, y'all letting this little thing that y'all talking about where it barely affect us, right? Drizzle drizzle affects you because you're getting saturated with this movement and y'all getting triggered behind it. Drizzle drizzle.
See, it doesn't make sense to you because it's defeating women's logic. See, we're acting just like you women. We're hitting you guys with the same logic you hit men with, and we're coming with the same standards you want in us, and we're coming at you with it. And it's making you women mad because what you require in a man, you simply don't have. So when a man is coming at you with the same energy, you're getting angry because it's coming from within because you know you don't have it. So if you're mad at this movement, you might have to go take a look in the mirror because all we're doing is acting just like you guys. We're hitting you guys with the same sassy attitude that you guys are coming with. So if we're sassy and we're weird and we're weird and stuff, then what are you? If this movement is lame and makes men considered lame, then what are you? We're just doing what you guys are doing. God bless.
And that's pretty much what it's all about. For every action, there's a reaction. For every cause, there's an effect. In other words, everything that happens in life, karma always be in the one vicinity of it. Karma always activate. So throughout this whole entire time, especially in 2023, right? These type of said modern day women, they kept going on and on and on about this sprinkle thing. They also credit their own movement about it. Now, like I did a show yesterday talking about the 4B movement, they credit a 4B movement, which is a response from the MGTOW movement. So they're doing all these different things, but when the man decided to do this, that, oh, it's something wrong with them, but it is okay for them to do it. Let's go.
Listen, I ain't condoning none of that soft guy era shit they talk about. I'm not condoning none of it.
Oh, Lord. Here we go, y'all. We got the panda bear here.
What?
Got this dude fisting to pull up and fisting to tell y'all ladies all the right things that y'all want to hear.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. Can tell you all the right things you want to hear. I said this last night on my podcast. Was it last night? I said this on my last show, that these type of dudes, they are pandas for real. They are pandas. They are simps. All they do, they just say all the right things to you just so they could get something out of you, which is most cases to smash, or in this particular case, it's to get a sale out of you. But let's continue to hear what this dude got to say.
Listen, I ain't condoning none of that soft guy era shit they talk about. I'm not condoning none of it. I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? This is why they calling us sassy now. A joke is a joke, but y'all taking it too far. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going with none of that. I got hoodies that say soft girl era on mindrightdaily.com. Go get you one of those.
This is what I be talking. This is what I be talking about with these these pander bears, bro. Didn't he pander to get a sale? Bro, what type of... Oh, ladies, soft guy era is trash. I'm going to sell you guys some soft girl era hoodies that's been out and been made.
And guess what? Many of y'all will sit up here and say, you know what? You're so right, King. And I'm going to buy 10 of them hoodies for real.
God damn.
But that dude sitting up here playing y'all the whole entire time.
I'm going to bash those guys so I can make a sale on these ladies. I'm going to pander to the women so I can make a sale. To go against what? Lame. OG, you're too old. You're too old to be doing that, bro. Don't hate on a movement you don't understand, because we got other OGs that understand. We have older men in the group that understand what we're doing, but you clearly don't. Low-key, these panda bears know what we're doing. They know we're right. Deep down, they know we're right. But they're trying to make a sale. So I see what they're doing. Deep down, they know what's up.
Yeah, facts. They do. They do. And just like I say, these women, they fall for these type of dudes every single time. These are the dudes that y'all call the pookies as well, too. You know, them same dudes that your sisterhood will go and smash, right? Y'all also let these same type of dudes go in raw, right? Give him that ultimate treatment, front carpet treatment, right? Allow him to go in raw and him ejaculating into you, and next thing you know, you're a single mom, right? Y'all know that? Come from this song right here, you're a single mom.
You let him hit it wrong. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom.
I'm just saying, y'all. Let's continue.
Bare minimum. Not you bragging about doing a bare minimum. Bare minimum. Not you bragging about doing a bare minimum. Not you bragging about what you should be doing every other week. Yeah, the breakfast and dinner date was cool, but that's bare minimum. Step it up. Like, this man has to set a standard. It should be a date once a week. Haircut payments sent through every 2 weeks at least. At least. This is bare minimum right here. You wait until his birthday to do something nice? This is bare minimum. Listen, fellas, you got to set the standard, because you have to watch out for these bare minimum women. If you always catch yourself paying for stuff all the time, always coming out of pocket, and she's not, she's bare minimum. What is she doing for you? Think about it. What is she doing for you? This is bare minimum activity. You wait till his birthday to do something nice. Keep it. I need this energy every week. Don't show me you love me once a year. I don't need a bare minimum woman around me.
And what he said, to be honest with you, what he's saying is true. What he's saying is absolutely true. Ladies, once again, if you love this dude, right, and you say you love him, you want to express love languages, whoever you want to call it, right, It should be bare minimum. Just because y'all expectations that you don't want this dude to do the bare minimum for you, right? So it should be equal across the board. Don't just do something because it's Father's Day. Don't just do something because it's his birthday. How about you do something because you just appreciate him? Let's do a random act of kindness towards him. Just like I say, like once again, I'm not trying to brag on my relationship and my marriage, but once again, this is what Mrs. Urban do to me. She does this all the time. She just do random stuff every single time. Not because I make it an expectation for her to do it. It's because she truly and honestly love and respect me. She just do the most random stuff. Like she'll be coming home from work and she'll stop at 7-Eleven and get my favorite candy. I don't even ask for it. And she just do it. She like, hey babe, I'm home. Oh, by the way, I got your candy because I stopped by the store. Or she'll do something like this. She'll be on her way home for work or wherever it is, right? She'll say, hey, I'm on my way home. Do you want me to stop off and get you anything? There's something as simple as that. Something as simple as that. I'm telling y'all, ladies, if you do something as simple as that for your man, I'm telling y'all we will honor and respect you. For real. For real. A lot of men out there, right, other than these beta males, but a lot of men or true men out there, they are very simple. Once again, they're very simple. You can do the most simplest thing and you keep being consistent with that, they will appreciate that a whole lot. They will. Same line about that, fellas. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. We're very, very simple, y'all. If you continue to do that simple thing consistently, we'll respect that for real.
After careful deliberation, I have decided that I officially too will join the soft guy era. You don't get all this handsome dark chocolate for free anymore. I'm handsome, I'm educated, I'm tall, I'm athletic. You don't get all this for free anymore. Unless you're going to pay my bills, buy me a car, take me out to eat, and buy me gifts on the regular, don't even breathe in my direction. I am done tolerating the bare minimum. You can either treat me like a king, or you can get out of here.
Homie came in hot. He said, hell nah, y'all shoot. He said if you're gonna date me, you ain't doing all this stuff. You ain't treat me like crap. I want it all. Forget all that. He said, forget that, period.
The men really decided amongst themselves to make themselves even more undesirable to women. If this is how men are going to act like women, I would rather just hang out with women and the population.
So let me get this straight. That's because these type of men, right, are setting the same type of boundaries and also setting the same type of expectation as what women are required for men. That makes it so wrong that you want to divest from men and participate in the 4B movement because of that. Interesting. God damn. Now, one thing, just like I did a show about the 4B movement the other day, one thing about the 4B movement, I can understand is I can understand where they're coming from with the 4B movement. I honestly do. I honestly believe that there are a set type of both men and women who are not built to be in relationships, let alone be married. I honestly agree with that. So it is more beneficial for them to sit up here and not pretend, but actually do what you want to do. If you don't want to be in a relationship, period, then don't do it. It is fine. Don't do it. Divest, but don't sit up here and try to divest because you're up in your feelings about a type of traumatic experience that you had with either a man or a woman. Like what she's saying, no.
Just hang out with women and the population. For centuries, it has been the case that men are protectors and providers. Let them be in their soft boy era. Let them alone. Try to like throw it back in our faces and be like, see, it's ridiculous. No, it's ridiculous coming from you. Let me be very clear when I say this. This is a movement formed by broke men. Men who have the means to be a provider, they...
Wait a minute. She said that this is a movement that was that started by broke dudes.
God damn.
By broke dudes.
What?
So what does these men movement have anything about being broke? What is she talking about? I'm pretty sure that these dudes who've been talking about this, well, I'm pretty sure that they're not broke. They're probably not six-figure earners. Or maybe some of them are. Actually, some of them are six-figure earners, but majority of them is under six figures, and they got a job and everything. They just don't want to. They just don't want to deal with all this entitlement from these type of modern day women.
They don't act like this. They are more than happy to provide for you in the way that you need as a woman. I am thankful for the men who have started this movement. The only men who want to have a soft girl life are the broke ones. The fact that men are coming on here and talking about how we have to settle, we don't have to do anything. Like, you can make more money or you will.
I do agree with her on that point there. You don't have to do anything. Absolutely. As a human being, you do not have to do anything. But once again, that have to be equal down the board. If you as women do not have to do anything or don't have the expectation to do anything, then it should be the same thing for men as well too. And we need to honor and respect that. But the problem is that there are entitled women, and I'm going to say this too, there are entitled men out there as well too, who feel like that this is the requirement. Who honestly feel like this is the requirement. And that's where the clashing is happening. That's where all this friction is happening because you're trying to force somebody to do something that they don't want to do.
Up alone, period. And if you don't like that, you as a man should be going into government and trying to change the way that the economics currently are in this country.
There are men who are already in government. They're making various laws talking about this right now. So what is she talking about? A matter of fact, there are also women who are in the government who are making changes as well too, who are making laws and everything. Now, the question is whether if the laws are being passed and everything, that's neither here nor there, but they are there. Believe me, I know.
Do something positive.
Next video.
Embarrassing for black men? Well, fuck it. I'll hop in then and I'll say the same thing. I am in my soft guy era. Now it's embarrassing for all men that we're holding our standard the exact same way that you have a standard for us. Okay. That's the women playbook. They'll either call you insecure, they'll call you gay, which is homophobic, don't do that, or they'll try to shame you. Why do women do that? Because that's their internal playbook. They can't actually make men do anything physically. Because obviously we're stronger. So throughout history, that's how they've gotten to control men. However, since y'all wanted equal rights and equal pay so bad, and now that you've gotten it, it's only fair that we go 50-50 in the relationship. Which at this point in the video would invoke you saying, oh, like you're a broke, insecure guy, naturally.
See, let me give y'all my perspective about this whole 50-50 concept, all right? I believe when you in a true, real relationship, right? And y'all truly have vetted each other right, and y'all see that both of y'all qualify for the type of lifestyle that you want to live, and y'all agree to that. I believe that the 50-50 concept should not even exist, period, in the relationship. I believe that it is two grown adults who have enough common sense to understand that you're bringing in your all into this relationship, and she's bringing in her all into this relationship, and y'all combining that together as one to make the relationship function the way that it needs to be function. So therefore, that is not a 50-50 entitlement, period. You're bringing everything. You're bringing your skills, your knowledge, your resources, your social economic status, everything into that relationship and making that relationship function the way that it needs to function, is thrive the way that it needs to thrive. But the problem with that is that people have not changed their mentality. They end up on getting into these relationships with that 50-50 mentality where, as y'all see, it's the bare minimum. It literally is the bare minimum. On the man's side, he bring in his bare minimum. He feel like since he has money, he has money, he has a certain type of status, he feel like that's good enough. The woman coming to the relationship as well too. She feel like, because as long as she have the look, she has the beauty, and also she is the gatekeeper of life. She feel that that's good enough. No, wrong at all. Wrong. Well, you should be bringing all that in. When you talking about what you bringing to the table, each person should be saying everything. What you bring to the table? Everything. That's what you should say.
But I don't know if you could tell, that is my water view.
Shame on women for wanting.
Now I want y'all to listen to this, because this video is going to talk about from a feminist perspective, right? So I want y'all to listen to closely to what this lady is going to say about this.
Rights. Shame on you for wanting equal pay, and shame on you for not wanting to be at their mercy. Shame. I just wanted to start off by saying I've told y'all multiple times, you know you're dealing with a red pillar when any of these three words are used. Equality, feminism, and independent. That's their holy trinity. But what I love about these talking points that they like to make is that it's entirely dependent on if you're willing to go 50-50 with them or not. And what I mean by that is they can say it's only fair till the cows come home. If women woke up tomorrow and said, I'm not going 50-50 and I'm not entertaining a 50-50 guy, now what? The same way that they can't be forced to do anything is the same way that they can't force you to go half on anything. What you ladies need to understand about this 50-50 conversation is the entire thing is shut down when you simply refuse to do it. Because the amount of times they've gotten my comments talking about, but you wanted equality, so now you have to go 50-50. I don't have to do anything. But the economy, get another job. But you wanted equal rights. Yup, and I'm still not going 50-50. And they have nothing left to say, because if I'm not willing to do it, there's no argument.
Now, I want y'all to listen to her perspective on this, okay? I really do. And I'm going to break this thing down as well, too, what she's saying. Understand this. She is coming from the point of this. She is coming from the point that you, as a man, you had chose to be in this relationship with this woman. If you get into a relationship with a woman and this is her expectation, these are her requirements, you do not have any rights whatsoever as a man to set up her to try to manipulate and or demand her to do 50-50 with you. When you know good and well this woman mentality is that she don't want to do 50-50. You knew that. You knew that when you vetted her out. You knew that from the beginning. But guess what? Instead of you stand firm to your expectations saying that, hey, I want you to do this. Instead you stand firm with that, guess what you do? You simped the hell out. You simped out. You got with this woman, and now you sit up here fumbling the bag in this relationship. You do. That's literally what's going on right now. So you sit up here, cannot force her to do something that she already was not going to do to begin with in the first place. That's why I say all the time, whenever you enter into a relationship, it is very vital that you vet out that person. Look over the looks, look over the aesthetics and everything. Vet out that person. Ask the right questions so you know where that person's mind is at. If she or he is showing you all these different signs that you don't like, you cannot change that person because that's where their mind is at. You see where their mind is at? You dismiss yourself. It's just that simple.
I don't have to do anything. But the economy, get another job. But you wanted equal rights.
Yeah, even listen to this song. She's saying this like, hey, the economy is bad. The economy is bad and all these different things like that, right? She replied back, well, shoot, that ain't my problem. Get 2 jobs. What 2 jobs? Well, you need to work. Shoot, you got with me. You know good and well I'm not going to work. You got with me. So you can't have that expectation to try to change this woman when you met her like that. You cannot. You shouldn't have got to a relationship with her. Or if you're in a relationship with her, then simply get out of the relationship. End it.
up and I'm still not going 50-50. And they have nothing left to say because if I'm not willing to do it, there's no argument. They're talking to a brick wall. And the crazy part about this entire thing is that it's only 50-50 in theory. In order for it to truly be 50-50, you have to take sex out of the equation because that's not 50-50. Women are more vulnerable and at higher risk of contracting STDs. Kids have to also be taken out of the...
Hold up. She kind of reaching now, y'all. Yeah, she kind of reaching out on that with talking about sex have to be taken out of the equation because sex is not 50-50. Then her response behind that is talking about women are more capable of contracting different type of STDs or whatever. No, ma'am. That is not the reason why. If you want to look at it from that perspective, right, and let's be realistic, okay, ladies. Once again, we're gonna have this accountability moment. Let's be real. Whenever you are engaging into sex, right, who is doing most of the work when you're having sex? Is it the man or is it the woman? Once again, when you're engaging into sex, right, who is doing majority of the work? Is it the man or is it the woman? If y'all ladies get into this chat and say the woman, y'all will line at your mind.
Shut your damn mouth.
Y'all are lying. God had built for the man to be the one who's putting in the work. We're doing that. We are the one who do every type of position available to that woman to satisfy her, to please her, and also to ultimately ejaculate it in her where she could possibly procreate. We're doing that. It's only one position that a woman could do to a man where she's actually participating, and that's when she's on top. That's it. That's the only position she got. But every other position, guess who's putting in the work? We are. All we doing is changing the woman around and doing the same thing over and over again. Whether it's missionary, whether it's doggy style, whether it's scissor, whatever you want to call it. We are putting into the work. We are doing that. We're in the emotion of doing it. And women just later and take it. So, yeah, debunk that argument, but let's go. Well, she talking about the children? Well, here we go.
Risk of contracting STDs. Kids have to also be taken out of the equation because pregnancy and childbearing isn't 50-50. They can't carry the child for 4.5 months and then give it back to you for the other 4.5 months. So unless y'all are getting a surrogate and splitting the cost right down the middle, it's not 50-50.
Well, once again, on this part, she reaching again. Now, this is how we're going to debunk this argument. It is considered 50-50 because in order for a woman to get pregnant, what got to happen? The man had to inject his sperm into her. No sperm, no pregnancy. Now, I do agree with her that after the fact that she had to carry the baby to term for 9 months. I agree with her on that. Absolutely, I do. But the other part, how she reaching? Nope.
Also, you have to take submission off the table because if you're two equal partners, one isn't going to be submitting to the other. So it needs to actually be 50-50. But the thing is, they don't want everything I just said, though. They want the package deal where you're doing most of the work and then handing them half of your paycheck, calling it equality.
And here's another part where I agree with her on this. There's another part where I agree with her on this. I often say on this channel as well, too, is that I do not believe in gender roles, period. Once again, I do not believe in gender roles, period. The reason why I don't believe in gender roles is because we are two grown adults, right? We should be more than capable of taking care of the household together, period. Before we became one, before we became married, what was you doing? How were you taking care of yourself? Were you not paying your bills on your own? Were you not washing your clothes on your own? Were you not cleaning up the house on your own before you got into a relationship? So why do you think that when you combine together and you become married or be in a relationship, why do you think all that ceases to exist and it's only for that woman to do that? No, that's for two grown adults to do that. Both of y'all are well grown and capable of taking care of their household. So it shouldn't be no gender roles, period. It should be two grown adults doing what needs to be done in their household to make sure that household is functioning the best way possible. Now, me personally, I don't know about everybody else, but me personally, I know how to do a lot of stuff. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to wash my clothes. I know how to clean up the house. I know how to do all these different things. So my wife doesn't have to do that. Or in other words, I don't make it the expectation for my wife to do that when I know I can do that. So I automatically do it. Or it'd be vice versa. She doesn't automatically do it. If it need to be done, we just do it. It be times where we're doing it together. We'll clean up the whole house together. And that's how the way it's supposed to be in a functional, non-toxic relationship. Instead of all this general talking about, well, you got to do this. Well, you got to do that. Well, you got to take out the trash. Well, you got to fold my clothes. No, man. Come on, y'all got to get over all that.
But the one thing I do agree with that he said is y'all need to stop your endless attempts at shaming. Y'all have gone in my comment section saying things like, why are we shaming the women instead of the men for their bad behavior? Let me tell y'all something and listen closely. They don't care. They don't care. The only way to deal with these men is to let them expire alone. Stop calling them sassy. Stop calling them soft. Stop saying that they love their bros. Stop trying to debate them. At the end of the day, you have the control and you will always have the control. And they know that. Instead of calling these men sassy, y'all need to be thankful that more and more of these men are coming out, showing y'all their faces so you know exactly who gets to have a woman and who gets to have their DNA carried on versus who gets to die off. Let these men be soft, let them stay soft, and let them expire alone.
One other thing that she said that I also agree with her on this point is the control part. I honestly agree with her on it, okay? And I want y'all to hear my perspective on this. I also often say this on this channel too about relationships, right? I say this. I say that women, right? Women do control two things. They control the access to relationships and they also control the access to sex. That is 100. That is facts. They control access to relationships and they control access to sex. Why do you say that, Urban? The reason why I say this is because of this. When a man is initially going out and he's out trying to search for that woman or that potential wife or however way you want to call it, right? He's going out and searching, right? He is doing exactly what he's supposed to do in nature. He's supposed to go out, he's supposed to seek out, he's supposed to search. But the moment when he finds that potential woman, right, guess what happened? He'll go and talk to that woman. But guess what happened? It is that woman's choice to whether or not she's going to allow you access to her or not. There are men out there that thinks differently. They think that because they go and talk to that woman, they think that in their entitlement mind, they thinking that by them talking to that woman that they also controlling what's happening. But in reality, no, it's not. My fellas, my homies, that is not the case. We only initiate relationships, but women control relationship. They the one who chooses to whether or not if they're going to be in a relationship with us or not. They do. This is the reason why there are beta males out there or some of these incels out there, right, who have a problem with what? Rejection. Because if a man control the access to relationship, then rejection would never exist. We would never deal with rejection, right? Because we're the one who control that. But in reality, we don't control that. They do. They choose to whether or not they want to get to know you. They do. They choose to whether or not if they want to pursue you. They do. Not us. They do. They do. When it comes to the point of them giving up their bodies, right? Guess who controls that? Guess who ultimately controls that? They do. Not us. Because the moment when we try to force it, guess what they're going to say? They're going to say that we try to force them into something that they don't want to do. They're going to say that it's unconsensual. They're going to say that you're graping them. They're going to say that it's SA. So they control that. And men out there, even though this is my perspective on this, I want y'all to understand this because, brothers, I don't want y'all to get caught up thinking that you have this ultimate control of the actual relationship. In reality, you don't. You don't have that ultimate control of the relationship nor the access to sex. You don't. You don't. And it's time for us as men to understand that, understand this wisdom and knowledge. So you want to get caught up. I see plenty of men who get caught up in this, thinking that they control everything when you don't. You don't. You don't. But one thing for certain of this is that when it comes down to the ultimate part of being married and signing that contract, at the end of the day, it's through the man's resources that it ultimately happened. So I agree on that. But let's continue, y'all.
So I'm texting this girl and she keep asking, what you doing? What you doing? I'm like, man, I'm at the mall. I'm about to get me some cologne and shit. She was like, oh, okay. And what you gonna be doing after that? I had to go ahead and block her, bruh. Because what you're not gonna do is you're not finna keep asking me what you doing. And then when I tell you what I'm doing and I say I'm about to buy me some cologne, you don't send me half the money. That's unacceptable. That's just low effort. And I don't care that I didn't ask you for the money. You should just know. You should read my mind. You should understand that if I'm buying me something, why aren't you chipping in? Why aren't you pitching in to help me get whatever it is that I'm trying to buy? You're not. You're worthless right now. You see what I'm saying? And I really don't feel bad about it because why are you in my life? Why are you here? And then this really your third day in a row texting me, asking me what I'm doing. I tell you what I'm doing. You don't make the efforts to make plans. You don't make the efforts to try to see me. I got to get you out of here because honestly, I do everything by myself anyway. So if you're not adding to my life immediately when we first meet, it's like, why are you here? I got to get you gone. I'm in my soft guy era and I won't accept nothing less.
Now, ladies, understand this. Understand this. The reason why this dude is saying this, right, is because this is the reverse role of what women do to men. They'll sit up here and go and confide with their homegirls, or it could be their mom or whoever the case may be, right? And they'll sit up here and say, this guy has been texting me, right? But he didn't text me every hour on the hour. So what do you think about that? Girl, he's sitting up here, he ain't giving you the full effort. He's not giving you for what you work. He's not checking in on you. He's not asking you, do you want anything to eat? Now, keep in mind, these conversations is dealing with single women interacting with single men. I'm not talking about married people, okay? Single women dealing with single men. And so they'll sit up here say all these toxic things to my, well, he's not doing the bare minimum. You need to dump him. You need to do this and that. And we'll send a text to these dudes, right? Say, well, why you didn't check on me? I find it funny that You didn't do this and that and that and that. So therefore, I'm going to block you. Kid you not.
It's so funny to see men talking about soft boy area, whatever. We don't want to provide anymore. We don't want to pay the bills anymore. Finally, because I always wanted that type of control. I always wanted that control. And trust me, if that happens, I'm going to come with requirements. If I'm going to pay all the bills, you must not cheat. Like, you must stay faithful, because even one flirty, one text message, you're getting kicked out. You're going to become homeless. You're going back to your mother's house. Yes, that's it. You must do every single thing I say, every single ass stuff I say. Every work, every type of labor in the house is gonna be fall on you. And don't even say no, because you're gonna get kicked out and you ain't paying no bills. The house is mine. So girls, y'all shouldn't complain, because this is amazing, because we now have the control. We can choose what man we want, when they stay, when they leave, when they go, what they do.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I don't care what anybody says,
Okay.
but a guy should always be paying for dates.
Never.
I
Never.
Shut
up. Shut up, bitch. I don't care what anybody's
This dude here got triggered like I ain't nothing.
says, but women should be paying for all dates. I know women are going to be in the comments crying and screaming, but I'm standing on what I said. Literally, being in my soft guy era, it literally opens my eyes to reality. Women want to be in long-term relationships, so this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to pay for all the dates. You're going to have to pay for all the dates to pretty much win me over. You want me to settle down? You want to be a wife? You're tired of being in the streets? Because I'm all right. I'm okay. So if you're tired of being in the streets, you're going to have to pay for all the dates and win me over. Yeah, I'm sorry. You want to cry? You want a cookie? You want to cry? Everything in life is what? Pay to play. If you want a long-term relationship, you got to pay.
And the sisterhood, they do say that too. They say that, hey, if you want to be in a relationship, you want to be a part of this, then you got to pay to play. It is what it is.
So let me tell y'all a story. So I'm entering my soft guy era, right? And this story is so hard to tell. So I recently met with my accountant. You know, I run multiple businesses, and we were going over taxes and things and all the expenses that I had. And I'm talking to this girl, and my accountant pointed out to me that last year I had over $150,000 in expenses. So then the girl I was talking to, I automatically blocked her. Because why do I have that many expenses when I have you? Why are you not paying those expenses? And so I had to let her go. Because it's giving broke. And to top it all off, she was a single mom. So how I'm a king in my soft guy era, and you don't even let me claim your kids on my taxes. The kids that I never met. And it just wasn't giving. It wasn't giving. It wasn't giving. So she had to get blocked. Drizzle, drizzle.
And once again, ladies, everything that every dude that's coming up here and saying this right, this is based on their experience of dealing with these type of women. Every dude that came up here, right, it was in reverse. It was actually women that was telling them this. So basically what they're doing, they are reversing it and showing y'all how ridiculous the different things that they're telling them to make them disqualified for being in a relationship with them. Drizzle, drizzle.
Drizzle in the soft guy era. To that, I want to just say a few clarifying things. One, I did not create this, guys. It is basically satire and sarcasm and guys flipping the script on women and all the ridiculous things that women have recently been demanding and feeling entitled to. So we can move on from that. Also, the undertones, ladies, calling me a pick-me, I'm sorry, but in case you didn't notice, advice from a wife, that's me. Yeah, been married about a decade. It's not going to hurt my feelings to say that. Also, If the things that men are saying is somehow triggering for you, I want you to take a moment and internalize that and then think to yourself, I am really annoyed and pissed off and bothered by something that someone is saying back to me that I have been imposing on other people. Perhaps I should stop projecting and maybe I should start changing. Because again, if you can't take it, you shouldn't dish it. It's really that simple, ladies. This isn't literal. All of America, all these men out here, all of these drizzle commentary comments, they are not all gay. We can stop implying they're gay and every woman who stands up for them is a pick-me, okay? Sometimes the problem really is just you.
And I agree. The problem is you. It's the behavior. It's the mentality. It's the mindset behind this. Now, once again, every dude that's saying this right, it started off as something satire. I agree to that. Satire is simply a joke. But in reality, it's the truth. It's honestly, it's the truth. It's the same thing like listening to Dave Chappelle or, these other type of comedians out there where they use joke and humor to convey a truthful point. And the truthful point is that, ladies, your sisterhood is out here literally doing this for real. Now, some of y'all, even in the comments, or some of y'all who going to catch the replay of this, y'all, once again, y'all going to sit up and say, I'm not doing that, Irby. Well, I'm not doing this. If you're not doing it, we're not talking about you. But your sisterhood is doing this. They have this type of mentality for real. And it be extremely unrealistic. It really do. I want y'all to listen to this. This is like one of the craziest debates that I done ever heard, but listen in.
I've seen plenty of men that still accept a woman that has cheated.
If the man accepts the woman that cheated, the woman won't accept the man. Because it's like, wait, why would you accept me and I just let someone dominate me? Now I'm gonna look at you
That's
less.
not true. A man might accept you cheating back if he knows that he did mad shit to you. That's not gonna make a woman look at him any different.
The fact that the man would accept that woman back, that means that he's a man of no value.
If you
Okay, let me give y'all clarity about what they're going back and forth on, because I know they're going pretty fast. So this lady debate is that she's saying that it is okay for a woman to cheat on a man if that man had cheated on her first. That's her stance. The dude response behind that is that you shouldn't be cheating. None of y'all shouldn't be cheating to begin with in the first place, let alone you sitting up here trying to cheat on this dude just to prove a point. And I don't agree with that. So that's basically what they saying. They're going back and forth with this, but let's continue.
That's not true. A man might accept you cheating back if he knows that he did mad shit to you. That's not gonna make a woman.
So she's saying that same type of man would probably accept the woman for cheating on him for the simple fact that he already cheated on her. In other words, that's his way of taking accountability for him cheating by allowing her to cheat. Now, I done heard this concept before where it be tit for tat, where since I cheated, you get to go out and cheat. Do I agree with that? No, that's some bullcrap, but
different.
The fact that the man would accept that woman back, that means that he's a man of no value.
If you know that you're dogging a bitch out for years and she finally cheat back one time, that doesn't mean that, all of a sudden you don't think that you have other options. That just means that, no, you know the bitch that you have. You know that she's a good ass female.
It doesn't matter if he was cheating. The man that would accept a woman back after she got her cheeks clapped and was dominated by another man, she gave up her soul, her body, and her will to another man and let that nigga slide in between her soul gaps, smack it and flip it around and dominate all type of positions. That man that would accept that woman back, he's a beta. He's not a man.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. If that dude do that dude's a beta male simp for real. And he's not a man. Their relationship need to end. Vice versa, ladies. Dude out there want cheating on you, you have every right to terminate that relationship because y'all had a certain agreement or a certain contractual agreement saying that, hey, if I'm gonna be in a relationship with you, then I'm not going to step out on that relationship, period. And I don't care how hard it gets. I agree. All right, we got a couple more videos and we'll be done, y'all.
I just got off the phone with someone I was seeing, and she asked me how my day was going, and I explained I was at the airport. And then she said, "I'm glad you got there safe." And I said, "Yeah, I had to take an Uber." I had to block her. I mean, she was great and everything. She was emotionally intelligent, always paid for dinner, pretty much catered to my every need. But if you hear I'm taking an Uber to the airport and your first move is not to open up Venmo and send me money, are you even a real woman? And then you find out I'm on a commercial flight and you don't immediately charter me a private jet? I know my worth, Drizzle Drizzle. I'm in my soft guy era. I want to be pampered. And if you're broke, just say that. And I'm sure later she'll come around looking for some sugar, but this sugar don't mix without drizzle.
Now, once again, I want y'all to listen to what's been said, but imagine a woman saying this to a man. And that's the whole point of the Drizzle Drizzle. All right?
Listen, I don't think y'all understand what this whole soft guy era movement is really doing. It's really exposing that a lot of women play ignorant to men's feelings and how they treat men. Because if you look at some of these comments and even the responses I got from my video, there's literally women answering their own questions with their own logic. So that means they're fully capable of doing the right thing. They just choose to do the wrong thing because there's nobody to stand up for men. We have no public voice. Even though we created and did everything, we have no public voice for our mental shit that we go through. And this whole soft guy era movement just shows you that women know what they do to us. Women know what they're capable of and what they're actually indulging in, and they don't give a fuck. They don't care. Like, really look at all the comments. Really look at these stitches and reaction videos. They like, oh, they really want to be us. They really want... Because what a lot of women don't understand is that they benefit from men's hard work, whether they want to accept it or not. That stoplight, man. That police officer, man. That firefighter, a man. Like, there's things that they benefit from us that they just don't want to admit to. And that's cool, but we know the truth.
Facts.
Fellas, the other day shorty comes up to me and she says, "Yo, it's been so nice out. You and I should go on a walking date." Where we walking to? The bank? Because if not, the only place you finna be walking is up out my line of sight for I act a fool. Talk about walking date. Girl, the only thing you walking on is sunshine because you got to be high asking me that question.
Fellas, you see how they're trying to get away with giving you the bare fucking minimum? Like, cleaning up for me? As you should. I'm in my soft guy era. No, because literally all the comments are like, oh, well, I made a mistake dinner one time. Oh, I cleaned up behind his toilet one time. As you should. Like, what else would you give me? Why do you expect me to give my body to you and my time and my attention, and you can't even give me the bare minimum? Fellas, we're not accepting this anymore, okay? I'm in my soft guy, and the blatant body shaming and misogyny coming from this video, it's giving ick. Like, this is all women. I just don't understand why you can't give the bare minimum to about every guy. It's not that hard to do. All men deserve this. All men are kings. I don't think you guys understand that we're in our soft guy era. Guys, stay safe out here. Drizzle, drizzle, okay?
Hey, every last one of these videos that I've seen, man, it had me like dying laughing for real. Because they're like say they doing it in reverse to convey a point. You know what I mean? So I agree with it. I agree with it, y'all. Hold up. I think it was one other video I want to share with y'all real quick. We're gonna get off here, y'all. We're gonna get off here. Hey, if y'all enjoying this content, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, and I appreciate it a whole lot. Let's hear this real quick.
Kings, this girl sends me a message, says, "Hey, handsome, how's your day?" So I send her a message back, "Not a good day." She's like, "Oh no, what's wrong?" I'm like, "I was day trading, took the long position in DJT, lost $25,000. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you make it back." I instantly hit her with a block. First of all, I'm in my soft guy era. I'm not day trading to lose money. If you find out that I lost $25,000 in the stock market, I better see you put that $25,000 back in my brokerage account. Drizzle Drizzle. If you can't put it in my brokerage account, Zell me the money right now. Drizzle Drizzle. Second, I should not have had to tell you that I was having a bad day. You should be able to feel my energy, Drizzle Drizzle. If I manifested you because I don't chase, I attract, you should know already how I'm feeling before you send me that text message, Drizzle Drizzle. And strike three, don't even start with, hey, handsome, or any of that BS. Do not start my day with the message without first sending me a Cash App notification that there's funds in my account. If you wanted to, you would. If you want me in your life, you would. If you don't, someone else will. No more brokies in 2024.
All right. So I have a lot more videos that I want to share with y'all about, but I'm not going to do it because of time restraints. All right. But so far, what do y'all think about this whole movement, the soft guy era movement? Well, what do y'all think about it? Do y'all agree with this movie? Do y'all disagree with it? I can tell right now by me looking at the one chat, I can tell that it's kind of one split. It's some women who disagree with it. It's some women that agree with it. It's some dudes that disagree with it. It's some dudes who agree with it. You know what I'm saying? But once again, this is my overall perspective about this, and we'll be done, okay? My overall perspective is this. When we're looking at things like the soft guy era, or when we're even looking at things that's a soft woman era, it comes down to behavior. That's where it boils down to. I believe that both men and women have to take accountability for your said behavior. Once again, I believe that both men and women need to take accountability for your said behavior. A lot of it is not your fault because a lot of us have been born into this, okay? What I mean by that. Maybe at one point in time, you mimic somebody who was your parent or guardian. Well, if it's your mother and father, does your mother in the household, or does your father in the household, or it could be your aunts and aunts, or there could be grandparents, whatever. And you witnessed this behavior that was happening in that said household. As a child, the best way for you to learn is to mimic the behavior of those who are over you. So when you became an adult, this became your immediate reality. So now you're entering into these relationship with this immediate reality, or this expectation that this is how the way it should be. But in reality, that is far from the truth. What you want to witness, what you had dealt with, is dealing with generation curses that deals with toxic behavior. So you end up becoming an adult, and bringing this into your adult relationship, and the cycle continues over and over and over again. I believe that in order for both men and women to come together and end this said type of gender war, is for us to first take accountability for ourselves first. We need to have some self-reflection. We need to take accountability. Hell, to be honest with y'all, I honestly believe that both men and women need to seek some type of professional help or professional therapy, so they could go ahead and dig deep into the reason why you have these certain type of triggering behaviors. So it could help you out while you're adult, and it also could help you out as you enter into being in a relationship with other people. Accountability is very, very important. Another thing too is that not only accountability is important, but for you to self-evaluate yourself and to reinvent yourself. One of the greatest things that I had did in my adult life is for me to take accountability for myself and for me to reinvent myself. The best way for me to reinvent myself and take accountability is that I had to literally unlearn everything that I learned. Unlearn everything that I learned when I was a child. and relearn myself all over again. And I honestly believe that you as an individual must do the same exact thing, because there are a lot of things that you have been taught is just toxic as hell, and it's not beneficial to you at all for your progression, for your evolution. So once when I learned that, once when I start unlearning things and relearning things all over again, that's where I started going through this process of taking accountability. I started changing. I started evolving into the person that you see me as right now. I believe that each and every last one of y'all are far capable of going through the same type of enlightenment, the same type of journey as well too. But it's all based on choice. It's based on if you want to choose to do it or not. Solely based on you. If you want to choose to do it or not. If you feel like how the way you are, you feel like that you don't need to change, or you feel like that no matter what either I say or anyone else say, you feel like that you're right and you're always going to be right there, you can live in that reality. But however, if you choose to be in relationships, even choose to procreate with each other, right, that would not be a great ideal for you, because all it's going to do is continue this cycle of toxic behavior, continue this cycle of abuse. And just like I say, I'll be down for me being even a father, and I have both sons and daughters. I'll be down for my children, where I'm doing my very best to teach and train them the proper way of how the way they should go, especially in relationships. I'll be damned if I'm sitting up here while I'm teaching and training them, then end up meeting your children, your son, your daughter, while you're messed up. And now your son and daughter is messed up. Then all of a sudden my children are meeting your children and try to attempt to be in a relationship. I'll be damned if that's going to happen. Not at all. Because it comes to the point of accountability, period. Now, at the end of the day, I highly recommend that throughout this stream, even though it was satire and funny, but also truth at the same time, I highly recommend that if you are the women that we're talking about, even the men, you know what I'm saying? If you these type of individuals that's been spoken about on this show today, and you have this toxic behavior and this attitude, right? I highly recommend that you go back and reevaluate yourself. You go back and take accountability for your said behavior, just your said ideals, your ideology. Go back and reevaluate yourself and see why you do the stuff that you do, or why you think that the way that you think. And I guarantee that once when you do that, you'll become enlightened to the truth that you're just as screwed up and you need help. So that's all I got for this particular episode. Let me know what y'all think about this episode. Do y'all agree? Do you disagree? Y'all let me know in the comments how you feel about that, especially those of y'all who are catching the replay of this. And I'll do my very best to respond to comments. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Once again, I appreciate everybody that came and supported the show. Thank you so much for that. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. I thank y'all so much for participating in the chat as well too, giving your perspective. And those of y'all who are new to this channel, I do welcome comments. I welcome you giving your opinion, whether you agree with what's been said or not, or disagree with it. It is fine. You know what I'm saying? The only expectation is that as long as you follow a YouTube community guidelines and standard of this channel, you could agree, you could disagree, or we could agree to disagree. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not going to sit up here and say that you're absolutely wrong or whatever, because I understand that is your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's my perspective. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we all, at this particular channel, we are here for not only entertainment, but we're here to hold each other accountable, and we're here to learn from each other so we could be better men and women. And that's what this is all about. All right? So once again, I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Everyone who's here while I'm speaking, and I seen you when you pulled up, and everybody else who I miss on South Patch, I see you. Appreciate you. And everybody else who I miss on, salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. to the podcast today, and I'll see y'all again on the next episode. And last but not least, y'all, if you're not sub up to this channel, what are you waiting for? Go sub up, man. You know, ain't gonna hurt you to sub up. You know what I'm saying? Where we be having these different perspective conversations, all right? So go on sub up to this channel. Share this channel out as well, too. Make sure you hit that thumb up as well, too. Thank y'all so much, and we'll see y'all again on the next episode. And y'all be safe out here in the YouTube streets and real life street as well, too.